Hello, Farming Simulator fans. Welcome back to Paradise Hills. I'm Grizzly Bear Sims. My name is Jerry. And welcome back to another episode here. I appreciate you coming back. I appreciate you subscribing, and I appreciate you liking the videos as well. Thanks so much. Today's episode, we're still in day 7, which is Sunday. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon here on Paradise Hills. And we're going to be doing just some odds and ends stuff today. Um, nothing too major. We harvested our I believe we did our corn crop earlier today. We've done some other things around the farm as well, sort of off camera. We did a bit of logging just to try to accumulate a little bit of wood chips, and we will get in the fent here and head down and pick up the tipper, which is at the down in the forest. Let's turn on our beacon so we're legal here. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. I certainly am. As I'm recording this video, it is the 18th of October, and we are 1 week. It's Tuesday. We're 1 week away from the release of Farming Sim 17. And I realize that by the time you watch this and consume this video, FS17 will probably be already out. And certainly, let's see, was that our road? Yep, that was the road that we needed to take to go down to the forest. So we'll just back up and... actually, no, it's not. Sorry about that. I don't know where I'm going. So today is a week from the release of Farming Sim 17, and today is a pretty cool day for me. And I'm sort of happy, and I'd like to share this day with all of you. Today marks the 18th anniversary of me moving to Colorado. 18 years ago today, I pulled up in Denver, Colorado with a U-Haul truck, pulling my my Ford Ranger. At the time, I had a 2-wheel drive Ford Ranger. Boy, I had to sell that awfully quick because here in Colorado with the snow and everything, a little 4-banger trying to make it up I-70 was difficult at best. But today marks my 18th year. I moved here 2 days before I started a brand new job. So on the 20th of October marks my 18th year at the company that I work for. And it's pretty cool times, and I wanted to share that with you all. So thanks for being here with me as I celebrate the day. So yeah, I spent a good deal of time down here off camera, working on cutting some logs. Oops. There we go. Cutting some logs and restocking our sawmills. So we've got three different sawmill operations here going on. We've got the board plant here to the right. Then right in front of us, we've got like a box making looking facility, and then over here to the left, they are making wooden pallets. And so we basically got all of those guys stocked up. We needed to move some wood chips around from what the sawing process produces. We moved those around to fuel, and we restocked everything with timber, and then we also had a few pieces left over and managed to get a load of wood chips. So we are going to haul these wood chips down to the compost facility because it has actually stopped working, so it's out of stuff. And sort of think that we need to keep something going in the compost machine just to keep that going. So that's what we're going to do with this. We're going to drop this off at the compost plant. And as I said at the top of the show, we do have quite a bit of sort of odds and ends that we need to do today. There's always stuff to do on the farm. you may not be harvesting, you may not be planting, you may not have any needs to do fertilizing and stuff like that, but there are things that we need to do. We also need to check on our livestock. Now, off camera, yesterday, which is still same game day, just I think it was Monday evening, I bought some fattened chickens to raise, and we will see. I doubt that they're doing anything just yet because we've only owned them for a couple of hours here. So as I'm paused in the middle of the highway, but I don't think anything's. Oh, we got one that's slaughter weight. So we will we'll let some of that. We bought 35 of them, I believe, and looks like we've got one that's slaughter weight. Well, we'll wait for him to make some friends before we take him out of that situation. Excuse me. Before we take him out of that situation and move him over to the egg laying facility. So I kind of wanted to check that out here on this map. And so yeah, so I mean, we're in the, I would have to probably say we are, you know, in the sort of the final days or so of playing this map, I think. You know, with 17 coming out, let me stop. Okay, let me stop talking. Back this trailer up. All right, with FS17 coming out, and like I said, I'm recording this exactly 1 week to the release of Farming Sim 17, and as a result of that, you know, I'm watching a lot of folks, a lot of guys that are making videos and such are starting to sort of show the telltale signs of, you know, they're harvesting everything that there is to harvest. Where do I see? I'm trying to see what I need to bring down here. We'll just jump off that and try not to break a leg. Where is the, okay, we've got 18,000 liters of fuel, so it could be that we're just full of compost over here. So let's get back in our rig here, and we're going to pull around, and we're going to empty compost. That should get him started again. Anyway, I'm starting to watch a lot of guys on YouTube, a lot of the YouTubers starting to, you know, starting to sell their crops, sell their equipment, and sort of diversify things in FS15 in preparation for 17. So we are, I mean, definitely I'm making the move to 17. I will most likely begin, you know, from scratch, whatever the base game offers us. You know, I sort of, as far as the virtual story goes, you know, we're going to be selling up here in Paradise Hills and moving to Goldcrest Valley. So we're going to do that. Now, whether or not this map will end, well, I can tell you that you will continue to see some Paradise Hills videos come out post FS17, just because I'm going to continue to create content, create videos, really from now until probably the day or two before the release of 17, just because, you know, it's a week, so we've got the weekend and all that stuff in between. So I'm going to continue to play 15, and obviously you're going to see the videos from that. But you know, when 17 does come out, so a Tuesday, a week from today, I'm going to spend pretty much all of my gaming time that I have outside of work, outside of other responsibilities, playing Farming Sim 17, just like everyone else is going to do that's producing content for you guys to view. Having said that, will I play 17 exclusively? In other words, will Farming Sim 15 just more or less collect virtual dust? I don't know. I can't answer that question, and I don't really know if other YouTube guys and gals can answer that question either. I'm just going to jump out really quick here and check on our resources at some of these facilities. What do we got here? It would help to turn on the F1 menu. So we're going to need to bring some water up here. So that's not a problem. We can do that. We have the technology and the equipment to do that. So what we're going to do, as a matter of fact, we have a water trailer right over there. We're going to just spin around here and unload our compost. So again, will 15 just sort of collect dust? I can't answer that question because, you know, 17 is going to, obviously, we're all chomping at the bit to get 17. The more videos that I see of FS17, the gameplay, the equipment, everything that I see that comes out, and we're getting. Giants has done a fantastic job. I mean, you would think that this is, you know, that this is the latest and greatest blockbuster, Hollywood blockbuster starring, you know, Tom Hanks or Tom Cruise or whoever, because they have been promoting this. You know, it was a couple of pieces of information each week, and now yesterday and today there's been something. I would almost be willing to bet that Giants put something out every day this week leading up to, obviously, Tuesday, and it's cool. I mean, this is fantastic, and so obviously everyone's excited about 17 coming out, and I am too. But obviously, Farming Sim 17, and I've talked about this on previous videos. 17 is going to come out with practically, you know, day one. No mods will be available. At least, God, I am driving terrible today. Sorry about that, folks. But you know, very few, you know, very little mods will be available in the first days and weeks. Certainly not many mod maps will be available. Now, a very cool thing. This is a very interesting thing that I learned just a couple of days ago, as a matter of fact. On one of the forums that I frequent, one of the developers of Courseplay was explaining, as I take a drink of iced tea, was explaining that he and one of the other developers of Courseplay received a communication from Giants asking them if they would accept more or less an all-expense paid trip to Giants location, to essentially go and work on everything that it would take to get Courseplay working with FS17. That is cool, because I will tell you that you know, there are a few mods which I think we all will miss for a few days, a few weeks, until they get ported over to 17. And Courseplay is obviously, I think, the biggest one. Probably the GPS mod, maybe trying to think of well, obviously things like soil mod, but there's going to be enough changes, I think, within 17 that the newness will kind of, we don't necessarily won't be chomping at the bit for soil mod, but combine, the combine mod. I can't think of it right now, but anyway. So with Courseplay, basically getting the attention that it's going to be getting, and by the way, both developers can't go, but one of them has accepted, and he will be there at the Giants facility on the day, I believe on Tuesday, the day that 17 releases, to essentially help and to more or less start the process to determine what is going to be required to get Courseplay working with 17. So very cool information. And so I think that, as far as the amount of time that one might speculate how long it would take for Courseplay to become FS17 ready, I think that time obviously is going to be much shorter, since Giants is kind of helping to spearhead the work and everything that needs to take place to make that happen. So that's very cool. But some of us that routinely, and I know I'm new to this, but still I've been playing Farming Sim 15 for almost 2 years now. Without mods, and I'm a huge believer in mods for these types of games. Without mods being available for 17 for some time, and especially quality mods, and I'll be honest with you all, I'm going to be very, very picky on the type of mods that I choose to install with 17. I'm going to be very selective. I'm going to want, everything to, top-notch quality. I don't want to see bouncing equipment and all that kind of stuff. So I may obviously play with in-game default equipment for some time, and let's face it, there's some really cool new equipment that's coming with 17, stuff that functions much different than what we've ever seen with 13 or 15, and that's very cool. But I think that most likely the type of mods that most people are going to want to see with 17 are obviously the mods like drive control and Courseplay and etc. But also I think maps. I think people are going to want to see a variety of maps, because let's face it, 17 is going to release with Sosnovka, which most everyone has already played if they purchased the gold edition of 15, and obviously Goldcrest Valley. There's a lot of maps that I hope that are FS15 maps that get moved over or get developed for 17 that I am really looking forward to playing, because I have never had a chance to play them. And I'm sure that Stevie, once he's able, will begin converting a lot of his fabulous maps, possibly even including Paradise Hills, to 17 for all of us to enjoy. But I guess what I've been rambling on trying to say here is that there may come a time after a couple of weeks of playing 17 that I may, sort of say, well, I think I would like to play, I'd like to have a bit of variety, so I'm going to go back to 15. Now, whether or not I will come back to 15 with Paradise Hills, don't know. Maybe I will choose to do something else. So I'm going to, I know that this is a bit counterproductive because I just brought a load up here, but I'm going to grab a load out of here, or a little bit out of here, just to fill up that other compost facility, because that second to the last load I really meant to dump in the where I just dumped this one. So this one is going to go in the other one, and again we're just kind of keeping these things going, because believe it or not, they're pretty good money makers. Pretty good money makers. And considering that they require little to no effort once you get these things stocked up. There we go. So I am going to pull this guy here out of the way. Of course, just as soon as I place him there, it will become in the way, I'm sure. I'm sure at some point I'll realize that I've parked that actually right in the middle of the way. And we will just back up to our water tanker here. And again, I think I talked about this in a previous episode, but one of the things that I am really looking forward to is the tip anywhere feature in 17. That, I think, other than all the other features that we've heard about to date with 17, I really believe that the tip anywhere feature is one that I am honestly most excited about. And I fully understand that we sort of have that functionality now. We do. We have the placeable heaps. We have the placeable heaps, obviously, but it's not the same. It's not the same, and some of the additional tools and features that we're going to have available with 17, some of the additional equipment and everything, especially that sort of supports the tip anywhere functionality, is really, really cool. I mean, take a look at the video that just came out a few days ago, and of course you're not going to hear this until well after 17 is already out, but and shame on me for being so far ahead, but the video that shows the picking the beets up off the field, that's just amazing. That just excites me. All right, well that task is done, and just sort of fast forwarded through that process for you so you didn't have to watch me fill up those water barrels 5 times. It's a bit of a time consuming process, but as I say, it's got to be done. It's all part and parcel of running a farm operation like this. And so we just got to do what we got to do. So let me just drop this tipper back off here at the compost plant, because after all, it belongs to them. And they just let us use it. And we will proceed with our next task at hand. Let's head back to the main farm. We're going to head back to the main farm and pick up another tipper. And we're going to go ahead and check our inventory levels for grass, straw, and silage. We're getting low on silage for sure. We're going to go ahead and top up the mixing station if we have enough silage. And I go ahead and top up the mixing station with hay and or with straw and grass. And now you might remember in the little demonstration that I did on the baling technology mods that I showed you in the previous episode, we baled 6 bales of hay to turn them into silage. So those I stacked next to the mixing plant or the mixing station. And so we do have a little bit of silage there. We can take those and put those into the mixing station should we not have enough silage. So let me just quickly stop here and get out and take a look at these. So yeah, let's see. They're still fermenting, 5.9%. But yeah, they will be ready at some point, I'm sure, for silage. So let's go up and get a tipper. Oops, you know something? Sorry about my crazy driving. But I left the tipper down here because I knew what I was going to do. I even made a list. Imagine that. Alright, so let's see. Let's jump out where we can see this easier. Alright, we have no silage. We have no chaff. We have grass, and we have straw windrow. So what we're going to do is we are going to grab this tipper. And we're going to try very hard not to get under that. And we're going to put grass in the mixing station. I think I can kind of see it from here. It looks like it's about maybe 75% full, so it's not going to take a whole lot. And let's just, for grins and giggles, while we have this here. Oops. Okay, so they're all fine on grass and stuff. So here's what we're going to do next. Is we're going to come back and we're going to essentially empty all of the grass that we have into the silage plant. Alright. That may not have been, we cut the grass. When did I cut the grass? I cut the grass earlier this morning, but I wasn't 100% sure just how much grass we were going to get and what we would need, and so I kind of decided to put it all in storage and then make sure that we had enough needs until the next day. And even if the grass field is not ready to cut tomorrow or the next game day, I have the various sides of the fields and stuff that I can get enough grass should we need to. And actually, let's see, what do I... Okay, we don't really have enough manure right now to mess with, so we'll leave that to probably tomorrow. We've got a lot of milk that we need to haul tomorrow to the dairy. That's when they'll take it from us. So let's see. Compost we did, manure we don't need to do, grass to the silage bunker we've done, total mixed rations, we have to wait for that. The greenhouses we've done, chickens and cows. I'll tell you what, let's head up the hill and we'll grab some eggs. Got a lot of them, 47. Actually, I realize I keep changing my mind. I am going to go ahead and grab that small amount of manure. I realize it's not much, but I want to go ahead and fill up the new greenhouses down in the southeast portion of the map. I partially set those up yesterday off camera. So that's kind of an unlucky number. Also off camera, by the way, I replanted field number 1 and also field number 2, the big field, which was corn. I planted that in sorghum. And in field number 1, just right here, this is rye. So new crops that we have yet to experiment with. And let me see, where does the manure go? Does it go up here? I don't think so. Potato, chaff silage, wood chips. No. Okay, it goes down here. So what I'm trying to do is, for anyone that is interested in continuing, or that has plans to continue with FS17, then obviously, or I'm sorry, with FS15, then I'm trying to sort of expose everyone to a little bit of everything on this map as best as I can before it's time to go to 17. So that's kind of why I've put those crops in that we have yet to do, just to again give you a little bit of variety. Don't know if we'll get to potatoes. We did harvest sugar beets, you might remember, in a couple of the one of the very early episodes, and we're just going to leave this here because it needs a wash. And we're going to jump down into our telehandler, which is parked down at the southeast farm. Fire this guy up. Back him out of here. I just parked him in here in case we got some rain, which, well, we've never had rain, unfortunately. So let me grab my I need to move my mouse, and let me grab my joystick. All right. Now, we don't have much in the form of manure here, but we've got enough that we can take down. So yeah, so at the southeast farm, you've got the hen. This is the hen laying, or the egg laying station, just behind us to the right, and then this is our fattened chicken operation. So I put water, root crops, and total mix rations. What else? What else did they need? Straw. And then I brought water down for these guys. This looks like some peppers and I don't know, what is that, lettuce, cabbage, something like that. And perhaps, is that all that takes? No. Grab the last, this will probably be the last scoop of manure. See if I can do this first person. And I think that is all that she's going to take. Let's go back over to this other one and see if it'll take any more. It does. Good, good, good. Okay. Run this back. Actually, what we're going to need to do is we are going to need this guy. Let me put the joystick away. Sorry, my desk is kind of small. So what we're going to do is we're going to send this guy back to the northwest farm, and because we will need him tomorrow to move that silage if it's ready. Okay, that was the wrong course. It is southeast to northwest. Nearest waypoint. And stop at the last point. This guy, I sent him down here because I wanted to see if we needed to put anything and we don't really. So actually, I think we can stop him, remove him, spin him around, and probably send him back up to the northwest farm behind the telehandler. Alright, how much time have we spent here? About 50 something minutes. Now some of that I'm going to fast forward, or obviously I will have fast forwarded it. So I guess I should take the time to thank everyone. Thank everyone so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for liking. And most importantly, thank you for returning for each episode. I really appreciate that. I hope you're learning something. I hope you enjoy the episodes. And I hope you are looking as much forward to FS17 as I am, and enjoying our gameplay together as we begin to produce those episodes in the future. I love this mud. That's pretty cool stuff. So I will go ahead and bid you all a very good day, and good evening, good morning, wherever you happen to be. And thank you so much for watching. And again, thank you for following, subscribing, all that good stuff. I truly appreciate it. And I look forward to the next episode. The next episode will find us in Monday. I will go ahead and fast forward through the afternoon and evening and nighttime hours of Sunday, and we will come back together and find ourselves in day 8. We'll have some fertilizing to do. We will have spraying to do. We will have even, I believe, a harvest to also take care of as well, not to mention all the other things that we need to do. We've got lots of milk that we have to deliver to the dairy tomorrow, so we all better get a good night's sleep because we're going to be busy come tomorrow, Monday. So thank you all for watching, and I will speak to you all very soon. Bye-bye.